holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. It's picnic day, isn't it? Stand if you are. I feel bad asking you to stand. You look very comfortable. Stand as you are able, and we're going to sing. How about that? No pressure. Here we go. I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. I am open. I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. Let's know it for each other. You are open to receive the love in you and me. Here we go. You are open. Yeah. You are open. You are open to receive the love in you and me. You are open. You are open. You are open. You are open to receive the love in you and me. We are open to receive. I know we are. Here we go. We are open. We are open. We are open to receive the love in you and me. We are open. Yeah. We are open. We are open to receive the love in you and me. Now say hi to your neighbor with a handshake and a wink or something. You know, love. La, 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 la.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you feeling the love?
Yeah.
The love in you, the love in each other, the love in this room. It's so good to be here. I need that this morning. I don't know if you do or not. Do you feel the love? Are you taking it in?
Yep.
All right, me too. Just breathe it in. If I haven't met you yet, I'm David Howard, and I have the privilege of serving as the minister here at CSL Parker. So welcome. And if you are here for the first time, special greeting to you. Please know that whoever you are, wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. And so we invite you. We invite you to participate today after service. You might notice we have a little bit of slimmer crowd today than normal. We have some people over at the rec center setting up for our picnic, which is happening immediately after service today.
Woo-hoo.
So that is, yahoo! That's at, let me see, Parker Road and J. Morgan Boulevard, 19301 J. Morgan Boulevard. That's the address. Yes, 19301 J. Morgan Boulevard. And it'll be right after service and end at no later than 2:30. If you are new to us, there are some welcome packets as you leave on the table back here. There's also a prayer box back there. If you have a prayer request, please fill out a card, place it in the box, and just know that our practitioners will pray over your prayer requests, pray for your prayer requests. And you might notice we have some people in our sanctuary that have these white stoles on. They are our practitioners. We have a new practitioner right here, or new to us anyway, Marin. Welcome. Marin just renewed her license and is affiliating with CSL Parker. Yay! And Liz back here, she doesn't have a stole yet, but Liz has also renewed her license. You know, I don't know if you recognize how blessed we are to have so many people in our congregation and our center who are practitioners, and we are very blessed to have those people. So please, I don't want to say use them, take advantage of them when you have a prayer request. They would love to pray with you. Next Sunday is our third Sunday of the month, and then we do have our potluck. Well, the picnic's a potluck. Next Sunday's a potluck. So it seems like we're all about food, doesn't it?
Yay!
We like to eat together. That's good. So next Sunday, please bring something to share. Let me see. Oh, I want to thank Carolyn once again for creating the beautiful altar here. Thank you so much for that. And I want to invite Shirley up to make an announcement about a class coming up.
Well, again, beautiful CSL Parker,
Woo!
good morning. Good morning. I am excited to be here with all of you, and I do have a few questions. This is about my course. Now, answer this question. How many of you have this need to be right all the time?
Never.
Or maybe there's a lot of you that keeps on saying yes when you should be saying no. Well, where's Joe? Well, that's you right there. Or could it be you are so tired of wanting to conform all the time, bursting at your seams to be your authentic you. You want to be me, you want to be you, but you can't. Well, you know, all of you, that used to be me once upon a time. But I have conquered most of them, not all of them, most of them. So I want to invite you all to this course that I am leading, and I call it Love Thyself. And in this course, you are going to be unblocking whatever that holds you back and discover the freedom to be you. Yes, you.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay!
Woo! So in this 6 weeks course, it's a transformative journey. We are going to, number 1, uncover your passion and purpose. Number 2, embrace your strengths and weaknesses. Number 3, cultivate deep and meaningful relationships with yourself. Don't you think those are all great? Gotta remember that this class shall begin August 29th, Thursday, 6 weeks journey from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., 12 noon. Gotta remember, not that long, at 12 noon, at the Creekside Rec Center where we're gonna have the picnic today. That is going to be the venue. And I wanna show you the required book for this course. And first of all, my beautiful flyer. Yes.
Ooh,
This is what we're going to be transforming to a bird. The hawk, symbol of freedom, transformation, and spirituality. Gotta attend this course. Remember, this is an invitation. Seating is quite limited, so register early. Very limited. Only for the VIPs, so register early, I tell you. So your soul is waiting. Are you going to answer the call, my friends?
What's the book?
Oh, so important, the book. How could I forget the book? This is titled The Mastery of Love from our mystic author, Don Miguel Ruiz, if you remember the 4 agreements. Excellent book. Please join. Thank you.
Yay! Nice.
Thank you, Shirley. That was a great introduction to a class. Love that enthusiasm. And I love myself most of the time. So this morning, I'm always interested in a fact or two. And this morning, I thought I came across something that was kind of appropriate. In 1590, it is when man discovered that salt has an isothermic impact on ice. And you might say, oh, well, that's pretty cool, right? But that is when we could start making ice cream.
Yay!
Yay! And we're having ice cream at the picnic today, so woo, 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 woo. The other thing I learned is that during Prohibition, Anheuser-Busch couldn't make much money because they couldn't sell beer. So they made ice cream and did home delivery for the first time. So, ice cream, yay! So with that, though, I'm going to transition to what I'm supposed to do, right? So as a practitioner, I share with you readings in this session. And, of course, my name is Colleen DeVries, if you all don't know me. And right now, I am in my ministerial program. Yeah. And so we had an assignment to read a book, and I went on Amazon, and I picked the one that I knew I could get in time to read for the class. I had no idea what it was going to be, but as blessings always do come to us, it was the right book for me. And it's this book, Thoughts Are Things. And it is writings of Ernest Holmes. It was put together by Willis Kinnear, who's an expert in researching a lot of the Holmes writings, the radio shows, the TV programs, etc. So he did a great job. Now, why do I like this book? Because it's set up as a way that if you've got a day that you have a challenge, you can look up the challenge in the book, and on the next page it gives you a solution. And I thought, I need that ease in life, right? So I'm going to share with you one that's titled A New Horizon, as far as what you might consider a challenge or a condition you'd face, and then the solution, which is a resource. So it's amazing how resistant our minds are to the influx of new ideas. All too often our thinking seems to be in a rut, and we raise barriers which prohibit even casual consideration of anything we do not already know about. An illustration of this is contained in a letter from a doctor connected with a hospital in Brazil. It seems that one day he was prowling through a used bookstore and bought a small bundle of American magazines, which contained numerous articles on the effectiveness of affirmative prayer. He scoffed at the idea and even had some good laughs, tied the magazines up and then he just tossed them on a shelf. Many months later, though, he found himself confronted with numerous difficult situations in his life, problems which appeared insurmountable. In this desperate state, he hesitantly turned to the magazine, he dusted them off, and he started to read them. Completely skeptical, he nevertheless undertook to try the idea of creative prayer. He had nothing to lose and no other direction in which to turn. He was amazed at the results. His words were, "It works! It works!" And how often have we said that? There's probably nothing that we are less familiar with than the nature of the functioning and creative power of our own thought. Yet, it is only in and through our own minds that which makes us what we are, that we are ever able to accomplish anything. This creativeness may objectify in either a positive or negative experience, depending on the content of the pattern of our thinking. New and happier horizons of living will open up for us to the extent that we learn to keep our thoughts directed in an affirmative manner. So if you would now, if you would just surrender your whole being to the divine spirit that we're all here gathered to know, knowing that your own human self, that you can do nothing, you get rid of that self which is impotent. You brush aside its weaknesses. You brush aside its fears, its doubts, its misunderstandings, its uncertainties, and you think back to the divine center within you, which is God. Come to believe in the power and the presence of the Spirit within you. Please accept its power and permit its guidance. Feel that you are speaking from the center of divine certainty within you when you state with me now, there is one life.
There is one life.
That life is God.
That life is God.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
Thank you. And now let's move into a bit of a prayer and a meditation at the same time. So if you would just close your eyes, relax in your seats, take in that beautiful, wonderful Colorado air deep into your lungs, knowing that you're breathing in all the love, the passion, and the peace that each of us here is sharing. Say this to yourselves. I know that there is a presence of perfection. It's at the center of my being. I feel the divine life flowing through me, animating every atom of my being. And I feel that everyone else is of like nature to myself. We all live and move and have our being in God. I now affirm with complete acceptance that the intelligence that created all things is now leading and guiding me into accomplishment of every good and worthwhile purpose. This presence exists at the very center of my being and is flowing through me, establishing happiness, joy, abundance, harmonious living, and a constructive use of the creative power of my mind. I am now open to new ideas, open to new hopes, and open to new aspirations. And so in this moment, we each declare, and so it is.
Let's take a breath together. Say with me, I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Sing that together. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yes. I am light. I am light. One more time. I am light. I am light. I am not mistakes that I have made or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am a light, oh, I am a light, I am a light. I am a light, I am a light. not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not the age. I am not my race, my soul inside. It is light. It is light. I am 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 light. One more time. I am light. I am light.
So let's just continue in that awareness. Allowing ourselves to truly breathe into that knowing. I am light. I am truth. I am the expression of the divine made manifest. And I'm here to serve and be that light in the world. The Master Teacher reminded us, you are the light of the world. You're here to let that light shine, so that all may know that they too are the light. So as we claim that truth for ourselves, as we resonate with that truth in our hearts, our spirits, and our minds, and every cell of our bodies, that we become the truth of that light, shining forth in the world. And as we become that light, as we know ourselves as that light informs our own seeing. That we see light, we only see the light in each other. We see that light shining forth in everything that we witness. And so as we affirm, I am light, we also extend that, you are light. I am light, you are light. I am, you are, I am that which you are. I am that, I am that. I am light. And so as you take that in, as you allow that light to resonate within you, allowing that light to reveal anything within you that might in any way be hindering your expression or your acceptance of that light. Allow the light to be the source of the healing. Allow the light to shine through, to reveal and to transmute anything, any energy that might in any way argue with the truth of who you are. As we go into the silence. As you breathe into that, and as we chant that truth once again together, allow that energy to rise up from the center of your being. Allow that vibration to resonate in your heart, rising up through your throat and out as the spoken word, the power of that vibration out into the universe. As we proclaim together, I am light.
I am light, I am light. I am light. we are light.
Breathe that all the way down through the bottom of your feet, grounding it right here, right now, as you make it firm in your mind, in your heart, in your being. And let us affirm it together by proclaiming, and so it is.
I'm coming out of this long night's journey into the day, and I'm not afraid anymore to look in the mirror, wipe all the tears off of my face, and sadness fades. I am ready to be who I came here to be. I'm ready to be everything that I am, everything that I am, everything that I am. Too many years I spent putting square pegs in circular holes, and I did not know myself. But why would I come here to live a life stuck in a mold, be bought and sold? Well, I am ready to be who I came here to be. I am ready, yeah. I'm ready to be everything that I am, everything that I am, the I am. Sing this with me. I am the I am. I am the I am. I know I am the I am. 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 There's no greater feeling than loving myself, body and soul. And the pain, it just goes away. I am out in a new world, a brand new world. As a creation, we are perfect and whole, and in the loving flow, I'm ready to be. Are you ready? Who I came here to be. I am ready to be everything that I am, everything that you were meant to be. I am ready to be everything that I am.
And I believe it. And if I wasn't already, I am now. Ready to be the I am. Seems like a theme today, doesn't it? Breaking free. Which is kind of interesting because our theme for this month is unstatus quo. If you're not familiar with Science of Mind magazine, if you don't get it, I recommend you do. It's got some wonderful articles and daily guides in it. And every month there is a theme, and every month we have suggested themes for our talks. I don't always follow them, as you know. But this idea about unstatus quo has been interesting to me. I've ruminated on that a bit this week. And we all know what the status quo is, right? It's just the state of things the way they are now. Not that there's anything wrong always with what the status quo is. Sometimes we think of the status quo as something we need to change. Well, sometimes that's true. Doesn't mean it's always bad or good or whatever. But I think that sometimes we box ourselves into the status quo, this idea that it is this way, I am this way, it's always going to be this way, this is the way I was born, this is my life pattern, blah, 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 blah. This is the way, this is just who I am, this is who I am. And what I know about that, what we teach about life, about the universe, about God, about source, the universe, whatever word or phrase you want to associate with it, what we know about that is that it is dynamic. It is creative. It is always expressing more of itself. It is always, evolving into more and more and more and more. And because you and I are created of that stuff, then we too are created in that image to be more and expansive and continue to evolve and be creative and to express. Not to be static. Not to be in this state of the status quo is where I am stuck. Because what I know about that, I believe that your soul and my soul resonate with that vibration of creativity and excitement and moving forward and always evolving and always expressing. Don't you feel that when you connect deeply with your soul, with your spirit? It wants to express, it wants to love, it wants to give of itself because that is the nature of God, giving, expressing. And that is your nature and my nature. And what happens when we are stuck in this idea of the status quo? In some way, we are resisting the flow of the divine in us and through us and as us. We are in a resistant frequency, a resistant vibration. Because when you think about it, I mean, look at mine, like the life is like, oh, no, just let's go. And here I am going, oh, I don't know. I don't know. See, and it's a resistant flow, and so what I know is resisting the flow, and what I know about that and what we know about that is if we're resisting the flow of that divine life, then we get in a static, stayed, stuck feeling. And as we're resisting the flow, how does it show up for us? It can show up in our bodies as illness or disease or discomfort or pain or whatever that is, because it's all energy. It's all vibration. And if I'm over here, if the life itself is over here saying, let's go, let's do it, let's evolve, let's create, and I'm over here saying, well, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I have the right thing. I don't know if I have the right stuff. I don't know. Then I'm resisting it. And I do believe that it will show up. If it doesn't show up in the body itself, it shows up in the body of our affairs. It can show up in our relationships. It can show up in our finances. It can show up in our work. Where we're resisting that flow. We're stuck. Because we're comfortable in the way we think it should be. I want to expand that a little bit. It shows up in our spiritual communities. What are our spiritual communities made of? All of us. And if we are not in that flow, or if we are not claiming I am that I am, if we're not claiming I am the light, if we're not claiming and resonating and vibrating in the frequency of that divine life, that vibrant, excited life, then we're creating communities that just want to keep creating the same old thing. And I'm not saying we're doing that. But I'm saying that it's important for us to look at, where am I stuck in the way I think it should be? Or the way I think things should be, so that I can be comfortable. Look at our culture. What's going on in the world around us? You know, there are those who want things to stay exactly the way they are, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say there are people who want to create things the way they used to be. Because we are resisting that creative, evolutionary impulse of the divine. And don't we see it showing up in our society and our culture and the things that we are experiencing? So, one of the things that we're invited into with this theme this month is really to begin to question, where is that energy within me? Where am I resisting the flow? Why am I resisting the flow? And sometimes it really just takes one step, to move from that a little bit. So what do we do? What do we do in order to even begin to say, yeah, I'm kind of stuck? Is anybody feeling that? You don't have to raise your hand. Feeling that impulse. And what I want to say about that is, I do not have any doubt. There is no doubt in my mind or in my heart that everybody seated in this room has that impulse, because that is what you are. That is who you are. No doubt. And what I know from my own experience is that when I am in resistance to that, if I am feeling tired, if I'm feeling listless, if I'm feeling depressed, if I'm feeling whatever it is, that is a dissonant vibration to that, then that is my thinking. It's my attachment to the past. It's because there's no one else that's in control of that. Although I want to blame other people. Right? I don't know where I'm even going with that. But this idea that if I am in that place, I get to recognize that I am the one that's in control. I am the only one who gets to make a different choice. No one is going to do it for me. And sometimes that's a lesson I do not want to hear. But I know it's the truth. So what do we do when we find ourselves in that? And sometimes I know it's hard to get out of it. I get it. If you're in it, it's sometimes hard to bring yourself out of it. Well, that's why we have practitioners to help you get out of it. But our opportunity first is to recognize that, this is what's going on. And then to go beyond this vibration of what's going on here in the earth. On the earth, in this dimension. And rise above. To meditate and pray. And I know people say, well, I can't meditate. I don't really have a prayer practice. What I want to say is for us to get into that idea of that we are more than this stuff down here and to connect consciously with it is so important. Because as the song said, I'm ready to be what I came here to be. Well, if we're not connected to what we came here to be, how the heck are we going to be what we're here to be? So it's important for us to connect with that beingness that we be. Beyond this form, beyond our ideas of who we are, beyond our ideas of our past conditioning, and really connect with that essence of who we are. And then, and only then, I would say, to then begin to use that power of thought that we talk about as being so powerful, imagery, feeling, to feel into that and to allow that idea to then manifest, to demonstrate in what we are creating. I have found this quote from Ernest Holmes, our founder, that comes from the Science of Mind 1926 edition. It's on page 114 if anybody's interested. He says, the range of our possibilities at the present time does not extend far beyond the range of our present concepts. As we bring ourselves to a greater vision, we induce a greater concept and thereby demonstrate more in our experience in this way. There is a continuous growth and unfoldment taking place. So we have to go beyond the known. We talk about in our teaching that principle is not bound by precedent. We say that a lot. Precedent meaning what is now, the status quo. Our source, our divine essence, is not limited or bound by what is happening now or what happened in the past. Do you see how important it is for us to invite that divine idea, the mind of God, the heart of God, the source of the universe, to reveal itself to us in our hearts and our minds, and then to create what we call mental equivalence and alignment with that, and bring that forth. Because we can muck around down here all we want to, and we do. I mean, that's part of our experience. We do muck around in here. And it's important to live this life. Again, why did we come here? It's a good question. Why did we come here? And I think we came here to remember and to be the light and to uplift. Why did we come here? You came here, I came here to serve creation, to serve God, to serve that idea, to serve and to bring forth upon this plane of existence the consciousness of oneness, the consciousness of heaven, the consciousness of the divine, the God consciousness, the Christ consciousness, whatever it is you want to name it. And it's to bring forth that so that we can live that in harmony with each other. So we can be in harmony with all of creation. And so that we can support each other, we can uplift each other, we can feed each other, we can house each other. We can be sure that we are cared for in every aspect of our humanness. Because I believe that is the divine idea. That is a divine idea in the mind of God. I want to share with you another quote that actually comes from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, who talked about the beloved community. He says, "The end is reconciliation. The end is redemption. The end is the creation of the beloved community. It is this type of spirit and this type of love that can transform opponents into friends. It is this type of understanding goodwill that will transform the deep gloom of the old age into the exuberant gladness of the new age. It is this love which will bring about miracles in the hearts of men and women, of all people." Beloved community. So we're here, I believe, to help co-create this beloved community. I believe that divine idea was placed not only in the heart and mind of Dr. King, but into the hearts and minds of all of us. He just had his unique way of expressing it. So what do we do with that? What do we do with that to open ourselves up to the flow of that? It's important then to connect with what is the next right step? What do I do now? Inspired action, inspired. It doesn't have to be a big thing. I was talking to Laura before the service. I always think, well, I got to make this big grand gesture to open up the flow, get myself out of this stuff, this status quo. But it doesn't take a big step. I think Dr. King also said you don't have to see the whole staircase before you take the first step. Right? So I'm going to share with you an experience I had many, many years ago now when I was still living in Dallas, and I was working an insurance job kind of similar to what I'm working today. And I really felt that stuckness, not satisfied with the status quo. I was feeling something urging within me. And wasn't sure exactly how to break free, to open up the flow. And so I got this idea that I wanted to take an acting class. Where that came from, I'm not quite sure, but I wanted to take an acting class. So I went to this place and I signed up for this class. It was about acting for commercials. So I took this class about acting for commercials. Well, needless to say, I never did a commercial. But, and it was a fun class. And the other thing that opened up for me as a result of that one thing, just that one thing, opened up a flow within me so that I was able to then receive and be available for and notice and respond to how the universe was showing up for me. And as a result of that, I did end up doing a small production of Annie. I got to be Daddy Warbucks. I even shaved my head. And that was fun. But what else happened in that was that my work life opened up as well. My work life opened up and my abundance opened up. I didn't do anything different at my job. People left. I got a promotion. I got this influx of income. But it was that, I believe it really was taking that just small step of doing something different, getting out, opening up to the creative flow of the universe, however that shows up for you. Because as we open it up, that flow, I do believe, just says, okay, you opened up, here you go. It's not always that simple, I get it, but I do believe it's so important when we feel that status quo, the stuckness of that, to just take one step. I'm still trying to figure out what that next step is. That's what I shared with you a couple of weeks ago about my counselor that I work with, used to work with. No, I'm just kidding. He said he's been trying to get me to go to this thing called ecstatic dance. Has anybody ever done ecstatic dance? Anyway. So I have resistance to that. I'm wondering, well, what's the resistance about? It's really just about being in the flow, flowing with the music, just letting your body flow, and just being in the creativity and the energy of the music and being free. At least that's what I hear it's about. So why am I resisting? Again, what is it that keeps us in the status quo? And are we aware that we are in that resistant vibration to the status quo? In the status quo, to that vibration of the divine. And Dr. Vernon and I were talking about that earlier. It's like, I was talking about this vibration. There's this vibration of the divine that is just, let's just express, let's just live, let's just create, And so there's that, and here I am going, well, the idea really is to find that place where we're in unison. Oneness. There you go, Pat. Oneness. we are one. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that vibration. I am that resonance. I am that frequency of creativity and expansion and expressiveness, vitality. And so I just invite you this week to kind of play with that. Look at that for yourself. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, open yourself up to that. Are you feeling stuck in the status quo? Are you willing to kind of move through that, to connect with that divine spark that is longing to live itself as you? And open yourself up to that connection, to the vision of who you truly are. Create those mental equivalents that match that. Stay in that vibration and take that next step. It's like, what is it that Michael Beckwith says? We're either pushed by pain or pulled by a vision. So let that vision pull you. Let that vision pull you into what is next for you, or what is now for you. Whatever that might be. And only you know that. All right, I think I'm done. Let's take a breath. Let's breathe into that place again, once again within us, where we know we are light. I am that I am. I am that vibration of light and love. I am that vibration of creativity and expansion. I am the impulse, the spark of life. I am that. And in my unique individuation of that, I am here. I am here now to embrace who I'm here to be. And I'm here to have that vision, to form those ideas that are in resonance with that vision, and to take that next step, however I am guided, to move, to allow that vision to pull me forward and say yes. And so we stop, we breathe, we listen, we open, and we allow, and we receive, and we accept, and we align, and we take that next step. And so in that spirit of the unstatus quo, we are so grateful for our willingness and for all that is within us to move us forward. And let us proclaim together. And so it is. All right, breathing. So now is a time in our service where we do have the opportunity to share from our good. So our ushers will prepare and bring the baskets around. If you're going to share today, just know that whatever you're sharing is an expression of your divine love, of your energy, of your I amness coming forth into this form. And we celebrate that. We're so grateful for all the ways that you contribute, not only financially, but your energy, your light, your prayers, your love. So let us hold that in our hearts, knowing that we are the expressions of that divine life in all the ways that that energy moves through us as us. These financial gifts or offerings are simply one way that we are open to receive and open to give, and we are grateful. And together let us say, and so it is.
Living life in a tiny square. Broken pieces seem to lead nowhere. Why do I feel that my life is just pretend? All my dreams staying way too small. They lead me back to where I started from. How can I move when I fear what lies ahead? Well, there's more than what I see. Each step brings me closer to free. And I realize it's inside of me. Yeah, I realize there are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. Oh, there are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. And I realize now. And with each new day I see my life getting bigger with less denying. It's my choice now to leave or just give in, give in. And every morning I give thanks, amen, to all the growth I've experienced. Oh, and I've become a dream that's worth believing I am. There's a more than what I see, there's a more. Each step brings me closer to me. Oh, I realize it's inside of me. Yeah, I realize there are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. There are no walls in between you and me, God, and your holy word. Well, it's a long road, but one I choose to travel through this lifetime. And I am learning what not to do. Believe me, and this holy word. There are no walls in between. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. Sing if you feel it. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. Sing with me. Walls in between you and me and this holy word. I know no walls. Oh yeah. I know no walls in between me and you. Yeah. Oh, this is a prayer. So sing. Yeah. I know no walls. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. Yeah. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. There are no walls in me. Oh, Spirit, make yourself known. Oh, I know no walls. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. Oh, there are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. One more time. There are no walls in between you and me and this holy word. We realize now. We realize now.
So please stand as you're willing and able and really breathe into that realization, a realization in your heart, in your mind, and your very being, that there are no walls. You are that. I am that I am. And in that awareness, I am in the flow of the good, the abundance, the prosperity, the wholeness, the light, the love, the peace, all the good that I can possibly imagine. And we are so grateful for the way that shows up through these gifts, these offerings this morning. We know that we are in the flow, and we are grateful, and we are blessed. And let us say together, and so it is. Thank you. I hope you'll join us for the picnic today. I think they've got it all set up, and yeah, come enjoy. Let's sing together.
Yeah, we are singing and we are praying. We are calling a new earth. It's high, right?
Huh?
It's too high, right?
No, I was just going to say, some people don't know the words.
Oh, I know.
We are singing.
We are singing and we are praying. We are calling a new earth. We are singing, we are praying. We are calling a new earth. And then there's a verse we do. We open our bodies to listen. We dream the world awake. We hold to the starlight vision. Our love is a vow we make. And I just want to share that we are setting an intention. There's a screen somewhere, and we're going to set that up soon. So there'll be lyrics on the screen. So, and we do, Janice made some printouts for us, but I don't know where they are. So anyhow, but just, you can dance and look pretty. Right? We are singing and we are calling anew. We are calling anew. We are singing. We are singing and we are praying. We are calling. Let's do that again. Earth. We are singing and we are praying. We are calling anew. Earth. We are singing and we are praying. We are calling anew. We open our bodies. We open our bodies to, we dream the world awake. We hold to the starlight vision. Our love is a vow we make. We are singing and we are praying. We are calling a new earth. We are singing and we are praying. We are calling a new earth.